Test. Test. Good. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. I got frustrated today with everything that's going on Twitter, and I decided I'm going to let loose, and this video is not monetized. I am probably going to say some stuff that would get me demonetized, so I've decided not to monetize this video. I am tired of people criticizing Elon in a certain way. So let me be clear. I want to start off with this. There's two ways you can criticize Elon or anyone else. You can disagree. I disagree with Elon about universal basic income. I think universal basic income is half of Marxism because it's to each according to his need. I disagree with Elon on Ukraine. I disagree with Elon on share buybacks, whatever. You can disagree with Elon. Where is Keena? I don't know. Keena's in West Virginia. It is one thing to say you disagree with someone. I disagree with Elon. I disagree with Joe Biden. I disagree with Donald Trump. It is another thing to say they should shut up. They should stop talking. Stay in your lane. Don't talk about that. It is one thing to say that Elon should... I disagree with Elon about this, or I think, Tesla should be run a different way. They should do this, or this is what he should do with Twitter. But to say Elon shouldn't do that, Elon should stop talking. Elon does not, it's not right for, I'm a Tesla shareholder, and Elon talking about Ukraine or Twitter, buying Twitter, is somehow damaging my stocks, my shares. So this is why I'm being, what I'm about to say is why I'm being demonetized, and warning, I'm about to swear. Shut the fuck up. If you don't like what Elon is doing and you think it's a problem for Tesla, sell your fucking stock, sell your fucking car, buy a Toyota. That's it. If you don't, there's two key points here. There's two things that are bugging me. Okay, two things. One, if you disagree, you can disagree and say I disagree versus he should stop talking, right? Those are two different things. The other thing is you have to recognize something about Elon. Elon is a special individual. He's different. He thinks different. He has a hyperactive mind. Okay, he thinks a lot. He thinks crazy thoughts. I don't claim to understand Elon. This is what I think I see in Elon. Is you have a guy who has a hyperactive mind. You have a guy who is very energetic and can't turn it off. Okay, he can't. If he could turn it off, he would. He has described in the past how frustrating it is to live in his head, to live his life. He is compelled to do the things he does, and some of the things he does, we really appreciate. We really appreciate driving around in electric cars that drive themselves. We really appreciate a future world where the cars drive themselves and we don't have to own cars, and we have a robo-taxi network that takes us everywhere at lower cost, cleaner, and so on and so forth. Paul Smollett, yes. We really appreciate the fact that we are going back to the moon, and we're going back to Mars, and we're going to go to Mars. And none of this shit happens if Elon isn't Elon. None of this, Jeff Bezos isn't getting us to the moon or Mars. Like, I'm sitting here in I'm in Satellite Beach. I'm moving to Cape Canaveral. I get to watch rocket launches. Do you know how many rocket launches, how many Blue Origin launches I've watched since I've been here? None. Jeff Bezos had more money than Elon. When Jeff Bezos started Blue Origin, he had more money than Elon had when he started SpaceX. Even 3 or 4 years ago, Jeff Bezos was wealthier than Elon. He's running Blue Origin, and Elon's running SpaceX. Blue Origin hasn't launched an orbital rocket yet. Suborbital. None of this shit's happening without Elon. He's got a hyperactive mind. He's very, very motivated. Why does everyone feel it's totally okay silencing people you disagree with? Just don't pay attention to so many adult babies. Yes, Free Kekistan is one of my favorite accounts just because I love the name Free Kekistan. And also he says some good things. He or she says some good things. So, you either appreciate the insane... It's fundamentally, Elon is by any standards, he's not normal. He's arguably insane, right? He's got all these thoughts in his head. He does all these crazy things. He started up two companies at once that are now $100 billion plus companies, SpaceX and Tesla. He carried them through insane burdens. He lifted insane loads. He delivered insane results. Okay. And really, compared to most of us, he's insane. He's nuts. Like, what kind of idiot would start up a rocket company and an electric car company? But he did it. And you have to accept, you don't have to, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But you either accept this is who he is and he's going to do crazy shit, or you say, fuck it, I'm off the train, sell your stock, sell your car, drive around in a fucking Toyota. If that's what you need to do to make yourself feel better about yourself, that's the life you got to live. Get a Volkswagen, get a Ford. I don't know. I don't know what the hell you get a Chevy Bolt. If you need an electric vehicle, get a Chevy Bolt, get a Volkswagen ID4. If you can afford it, get a Taycan. Taycan's a pretty good car. A Mustang Mach-E's pretty cool. But you don't get the supercharger network without Elon. You don't get the insane performance of Plaid without Elon. You don't have an electric vehicle world without Elon, because none of the other companies would be doing the shit they're doing if Tesla wasn't pushing them. Why do I care what other shareholders think? I care. Okay, so let's address this. Thank you, Michael CZ2, for that question. I think you're generally trolling me, but I think that's a good question, so let me address this. There's no shortage of people criticizing Elon. The Democratic Party has been attacking Elon for 2 solid years, if not longer. Plenty of Republicans have been attacking Elon for a while. Some of my Republican friends are messaging me every other day with some sort of like Elon's an idiot crap. There's tons of this stuff. There's attacks everywhere. The Putin attacks him. The Ukrainians attack him. The Taiwanese are probably pissed off at him. So far, he's kept the Chinese at bay. They're not going after him. The auto industry's attacking him. The oil industry's attacking him. There's no shortage of people who are attacking Elon. We don't need Elon supporters attacking Elon. If you support Tesla, if you support SpaceX, just shut the fuck up. And again, you can disagree with him. I disagree with Elon on Ukraine. I think he's wrong about Ukraine. Say it. Don't tell him to shut up. Don't try to suppress the genius. Okay? He's nuts. He's going to say crazy shit. Get over it. Don't tell me, oh, advertisers are going to stop advertising on Twitter because of Elon doing blah, blah, blah. Fuck that. They're not. Look, Hillary Clinton has been tweeting vast right-wing conspiracy theories for decades. And she can say whatever the fuck she wants and it doesn't affect advertisers. Maybe the advertisers are the problem. That's why he's going to change Twitter. Okay, he's going to make Twitter grow, and any advertiser who walks away is going to be fucked. Okay, because this is going to be the platform. This is going to be the engaging platform. Oh, John Bay, I swear it earlier. I was swearing earlier. You either it's so like, and I'm gonna name one person in particular, Earl of Frunk Puppy, and I'm particularly pissed off at Earl. And Earl's been doing this for a while. Earl built a following on Elon's back. Now he's funny, he's cute, he's got the Frunk Puppies, okay, but he would have no following. I would be nowhere in terms of my Twitter presence and my YouTube presence. I would be nowhere without Elon. It's a fact. Earl would be nowhere. And I know, would I have a happy, fulfilling life? Yeah, probably. Would Earl have a happy, fulfilling life? Probably. As much as we would have before. I personally think that I'm getting more fulfillment and more happiness and more joy in life because of Elon's, the wonderful things that Elon creates. But I wouldn't have the following I have without Elon, and neither would Earl. And yeah, you owe it to Elon to stop telling him what to do. You can criticize him. You can say, I don't agree with Elon on Ukraine. I don't agree with Elon, what Elon said about trans kids. I don't agree with Elon about universal basic income, and I've said it. I don't agree on share buybacks, and I've said it. But I don't tell Elon to stop talking. I don't tell him he can't buy Twitter. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. I think he's going to make Twitter better. I think Twitter fucking sucks. I mean, I'm on Twitter, and I like Twitter better than Facebook, which sucks worse. I like Twitter better than Instagram, which sucks worse. But I think Elon is going to make Twitter better. I believe in Elon. I believe he took Tesla, which was a shit company, and he took it over, and he became the founder, and he made it a great company. And don't tell me he's not the fucking founder. Nobody cares. Okay? He made Tesla what it is. Eberhard, or whatever the fuck his name is, wasn't getting shit done. Elon took Tesla from nothing into changing the auto industry, to changing transportation, and maybe to changing everything. Artificial intelligence, labor, everything. Massive game changer. He took SpaceX, That one, I don't think anybody can dispute that he founded SpaceX, right? To a $100 billion company, the leading launch provider in the world, by far, right? He's given us hope to get back to the moon. He's given us hope to get to Mars. He's created a satellite internet network that's better than anything else out there. He's got the Boring Company is going to be a game changer for traffic and so many ways make life better on Earth. Neuralink is going to cure brain disease. I mean, look, maybe he doesn't achieve all this, but fuck, he's trying. He's invested his own money. He's invested his own time. So maybe he makes Twitter better. Like, have you considered the possibility that Twitter fucking sucked and he's going to make it better? How many I get like 10 fake bot messages a day, DMs. Like 10 of them a day. And the thing is, you'd say, well, just turn off DMs. Yeah, but some of the DMs that I get that are hidden messages are actually people I do want to hear from. And if I turn that off, I don't hear them. Just, you know, Elon's going to kill the fucking bots. He's going to figure that out. He's got they're actually going to, instead of devoting Twitter's resources to censoring legitimate speech, he's going to devote Twitter's resources to making Twitter better. Oh, Mark N, I demonetized this video myself because I knew I was going to be swearing and I knew I would be demonetized. So I just demonetized the video. So I should have less pressure for saying what I'm saying here because I demonetized the video. And it's probably going to impair the reach because YouTube's going to say children can't watch this or whatever. But this is the thing. Like, I'm so frustrated by this. I am so frustrated by people I have interacted with in the past who I believe are genuinely interested in Tesla's mission and genuinely interested in SpaceX's mission and Boring Company and Neuralink and whatever. And all of a sudden they've turned like, and it's the woke, this is the thing, I've been criticized about, it's the woke mind virus. And here's the problem. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I'm a registered Democrat. I voted for Tulsi Gabbard in the 2020 primary. Okay, I'm probably going to re-register either Libertarian or Republican soon, but I've been a registered Democrat for a while. I used to vote Republican and Democrat. I would vote Libertarian where I could generally. I would vote Republican or Democrat. This election, I voted for Republican on every line. Every line, except I couldn't vote for Marco Rubio. I never liked Marco Rubio, and I voted for the Libertarian for that race. I voted for DeSantis because fuck you if you don't like DeSantis. DeSantis is the best governor in the country. DeSantis is the reason my kid got to go back to school. DeSantis is the reason they had to stop forcing me to wear a mask. Fuck you if you don't like it. I voted for DeSantis. Yeah. So, but I would normally vote Republican, and I voted against two Democrats that I know personally. One of whose kid went to school with my daughter. And I voted against Tina Polsky simply because the Democratic Party declared war on Elon Musk, and nobody in the Democratic Party stood up for Elon. And I specifically tagged Tina Polsky, Bob Weinroth, Maria Sachs, and the mayor of Fort Lauderdale, who I previously interviewed, who's doing a Boring Company tunnel system in Fort Lauderdale. I specifically tagged them and called them out to speak up against their party. And this is one of the things about the Democratic Party. You're not allowed to disagree with the Democratic mainstream. Whatever the establishment view is, you're not allowed to disagree with it, unless you're fucking woke left AOC and Ilhan Omar, and then you can say whatever the hell you want, or Bernie Sanders, or Elizabeth Warren. You can't, you know, in the Republic, like I have Republican friends, and I will disagree with them. I'll say we shouldn't have troops all over the world. I'll say we should have open borders, and my Republican friends will argue with me, and then we'll metaphorically go have a beer together. They get over it. They don't like this is like the shocking thing to me is that the Republican Party has become the party of free speech. The Democratic Party used to be the party of free speech. What the hell happened? The Democratic Party has just discarded free speech. They've discarded personal autonomy. On the one hand, they say you can't stop a woman from having an abortion. But on the other hand, they're saying you can force people to get vaccinated. And you can force people to wear masks. Do I have a right to my body or not? Make up your fucking mind. Like, I'm pro-choice. I think abortion should be legal till the kid turns 18. That's a joke. Just to be clear, that's a joke. But I'm pro-choice. I don't want government involved in any medical decision. And I appreciate people who disagree with me on that. And I can tell my Republican friends that, and they'll keep talking to me. But if I tell my Democrat friends I own a gun, they freak out. Oh, you want babies to die? Let me get back to the focus of this. There's more people watching this. So I just want to get back to the focus of this. What I've seen is there is this, I accept that the Democratic Party is at war with Elon. I accept that there are Republicans who dislike Elon for whatever reason. Donald Trump shits on him once in a while. I accept that the oil industry and the auto industry are shitting on Elon, and some of the space industry are shitting on him, and Jeff Bezos will take shots at him, whatever. I accept all of that. What I don't accept, and I accept Tesla fans and SpaceX fans publicly disagreeing with Elon. I disagree with Elon on Ukraine. I disagree with Elon on Twitter, whatever. What I don't accept is telling Elon to shut up. What I don't accept is telling Elon what to do. I don't know enough to tell Elon what to do, and you don't know enough to tell Elon what to do. You don't know what's going on in his head. There's two things. Number one, it's fucking wrong for you to tell somebody else that they have to shut up. Okay? You can say, I disagree with you, but to say Elon has to shut up, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you, Earl, to tell Elon to shut up? You want to disagree with him? Disagree with him. That's fine. I disagree with Elon about universal basic income. I disagree with him about a lot of things. Okay? But I don't have the right to tell Elon I don't have the moral right to tell Elon he shouldn't talk about something. He can talk about whatever the hell he wants. He wants to talk about Israel and say Israel should give their land to the Palestinians. I'll disagree with him. I'll think he's wrong. I might even think he's an asshole for saying it, but I'll disagree with him. But this idea that I've got 90,000 followers on Twitter, how many Earl has, and he can tell Elon shouldn't buy Twitter. Fuck you. Elon can do it. I don't agree with him buying Twitter. Fine. It's like telling Tesla shareholders that Elon buying Twitter somehow damages Tesla, the company, is fucking bullshit. This is just fucking bullshit. I hope you're not dating tonight. She'll be scared. No date tonight. No date tonight. I did try to get a woman to... I'm meeting friends from Tesla Club South Florida. If anybody's in the Canaveral area, a bunch of us going to El Leoncito tonight, 7:30 p.m. in Titusville. The launch is tomorrow morning, so some of my friends are hanging out at Titusville after dinner. They're gonna sleep in their Teslas and watch the launch tomorrow morning. I'm gonna watch from Jetty Park tomorrow morning, because the landings are better from Jetty Park. So I did ask somebody to go with me to the El Leoncito, but she said no. She had a good reason. I think they're still open. She knows who she is. She's probably not watching. So I get frustrated seeing people who've built their followings on Elon's back, commanding Elon what he has to do or what he has to not do. I mean, let's get back to this point. The idea that Elon buying Twitter or Elon talking shit about something on Twitter is going to damage Tesla is total fucking bullshit. Okay? It doesn't affect how many cars Tesla produces. It doesn't affect the autopilot team getting FSD working or developing a robo-taxi network. It doesn't affect Dojo. It doesn't affect development of bot. It has nothing to do... I think Earl forgot what the fuck the company does. Okay? Tesla makes fucking cars, and they sell fucking cars, and they sell every car they make, and they're growing fast. And Elon's been doing this Twitter shit for a while, and Tesla keeps selling more cars. And Elon said stupid shit on Twitter for years, and Tesla keeps selling cars. Now, the one thing that's not helping is assholes like Earl claiming that Elon is damaging Tesla stock. Or Gary Black claiming that he's damaging Tesla stock. Tesla stock, fundamentally, if you're a long-term investor, and I'm a long-term investor, and I'm not selling a fucking share, okay? Tesla stock, long-term, is driven by selling more cars, getting bot to work, getting the robo-taxi network to work, the battery revenue model, megapack, solar, etc. All of that is what's going to drive Tesla stock long-term. If you're worried about the stock prices tomorrow, then you're not a real Tesla investor. You're just a trader. Okay, you're looking to trade. You're looking to play games with the stock. Either buy Tesla stock and you hold it, or you're just playing games. There's some, I'm buying long-term options. Okay, I'm buying 2-year call options. Maybe that's a viable strategy. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. But this, worrying about the day-to-day stock price, get over it. If you're not planning to sell your stock till 2026 or 2030, who cares what the stock price is tomorrow? Doesn't fucking matter. Right? What matters is, are they making more cars? Are they selling more cars? Are they making more solar? Are they delivering more solar, more megapacks? Are they producing more megapacks? Are they getting FSD better? Are they getting robotaxi network to work? Are they getting bot to work? Are they going to transform the transportation industry? Are they going to transform labor as we know it? All these things are happening. SpaceX. Earl telling SpaceX investors that their investment is somehow at risk because Elon bought Twitter. They're working on Starship. There's a Falcon Heavy launch tomorrow morning. Okay? They're the leading launch provider in the world. Nobody's even close. Everybody's 7 years minimum behind. December 21, 2015, SpaceX landed the first orbital rocket booster. Blue Origin hasn't launched anything to orbit yet. Who the fuck is close? Where's the competition coming for SpaceX? It's non-existent. There's no Twitter overhang. Brooke Chen says Gary Black's just likes to be conservative and didn't like the Twitter. There is no Twitter overhang. Twitter has no effect on what Tesla does as a company. Tesla makes fucking cars. They make Megapacks. They make solar. They make Powerwall. They're working on FSD. Twitter has nothing to do with any of that. Elon's not writing code on the autopilot team. Oh, thank you, Stocks. I went to the gym today. I do feel like my shirts are getting tighter. And I did, my weight is back below 200. I weighed myself this morning. My weight is back below 200. I was down to 199. I was back up to like 202. I'm back down to 199.8. I'm going to eat a lot tonight, but I skipped breakfast. I'm skipping lunch, saving up for dinner tonight. This is just, there's no, like, if you believe that somehow Elon buying Twitter affects how many cars, look, you either think that Tesla stock is driven by making more cars, delivering, better quality cars, delivering, improved cars, delivering robotaxi network, delivering FSD. You either believe that, that Tesla making the stuff that they're making and innovating the way they're innovating is what's driving the stock, or you believe the stock is driven by Gary Black talking about Twitter overhangs. Like, I'm looking long term. I'm planning to sell my stock maybe 2026 or probably 2030 is when I think I'm going to be selling stock. Maybe later. I don't know. I'm not selling it tomorrow. Who gives a crap about a Twitter overhang? Do you think the Twitter overhang is going to be around in 2026? Metabolism is gone. Slow down. Blue Origin is still more like blue balls. I weigh less on Mars. Yes, I would weigh less on Mars. That's true. So, Warren, wash your mouth. Hey, I gave a warning at the beginning of the video that I was going to swear. I demonetized the video myself because I knew I was going to swear. Does anybody think that Elon buying Twitter is stopping Starship from succeeding? That Starship is not going to achieve orbit because of Twitter? Does anybody think that Starship isn't going to be reusable because of Twitter? Like, what does this have to do? What does Twitter have to do with what the companies do? You either believe that the company's stock is long-term driven by what they do as a company, or you believe it's driven by something else. You believe it's by Gary Black and Earl shit-talking the stock. I don't know. I mean, I don't think Gary Black shit-talking the stock has anything to do with what the company's doing. They're making more cars. They're innovating. It's radical innovation. You get it or you don't. No, I have not watched Tony Seba's recent videos. John Barone, why I don't have, so John Barone says, why do you plan on selling then and not holding longer? I don't have a plan for what I'm selling. I'm just saying I'm not selling until then. Like, just to be clear, okay, so here's my plan on selling Tesla stock. I'm holding Tesla stock until the market overvalues it. Like right now, the stock is massively undervalued. I believe, I have Tesla stock right now. What is it trading at? Like $220 a share, let's say. I believe the stock is currently worth like $1,000 a share. So why would I sell when I think it's worth $1,000 a share at $220 a share? Now, there may come a point in the future where Tesla is crushing it, right? And all doubt has been erased that Tesla is now the dominant company in terms of transportation and so on and so forth. And some Wall Streeters follow a strategy, which I've seen before, of deciding this is the big dog, we put more into the big dog. There's like a big dog advantage. Like, this is the big dog, you invest in the big dog because that's the safe place to be. And the stock actually achieves a valuation higher than its real value. What I think is its real value, which is, based on what their earnings are, what their future earnings are likely to be, price earnings ratio, that sort of thing. If we get to that point, that's when I start selling. I don't know that we're getting there. And then the other theory is, look, I'm 56 years old, 10 years, I'm going to be in my 60s. At some point, I got to start cashing out the IRA and using it. So, but then there's the theory that I borrow against my stock on margin, which you can't do in an IRA. So now I have brokerage accounts with Tesla stock as well. So if I can live off margin, and I don't spend a lot, right? I don't spend a lot. If I can, have my IRA go to my kids and I can live because I don't live on the high on the hog. So yeah, I mean, sorry, that gives take some video of the launch of Jetty Park. Jetty Park gives a great view of the landings. The Falcon boosters, the side boosters come back and land at Jetty Park, and Jetty Park is one of the best places to view the landings. I saw the Falcon 3 launch, the Falcon Heavy 3 launch from there. John Bay says the latest crazy thing I heard is that Russia is threatening to take out Starlink. Russia has definitely, they've already tried to hack Starlink. Will Twitter change its name to X? I doubt it. Well, what did Elon say? I don't think Twitter's changing its name. Semi-S driver. Cybertruck will be a big driver. Yeah, when they start delivering Cybertruck, that's going to be huge. I think Elon said 50,000 units a year. I don't think that's enough. I think down the road, I think they'll probably do 100. I think they will spread semi to Europe and China. So it'll be 150,000 units a year. And I think ultimately the price of semi will be like $400,000 or more. And then it'll start moving the stock. But it still doesn't compare to what the robo-taxi network is the big driver. The robo-taxi, and then bot later. There's waves, right? There's just selling more cars and you know, growing the company in terms of selling cars, and then selling, you know, Tesla Energy is another wave. Tesla Energy is going to start ramping. That's going to be another wave. When the robo-taxi network, I think there's actually a first wave when FSD gets to the point where they say you don't have to pay attention, but you have to stay in the front seat. When you don't have to pay attention anymore, but you have to stay in the front seat to take over when necessary, that's going to be a jump in FSD adoption. And that's going to be a big boost to revenue long term and profits. And then the second stage is when they say you don't have to sit in the front seat. The car can drive by itself. And that's one of the biggest waves. And then the next big wave is when bot starts, when they start leasing out bots or selling bots in volume. That's going to be another one. What happened between me and Alex Voigt? Who's Alex Voigt? I don't know who Alex Voigt is. Is that a Twitter account? I don't know. He probably blocked me and I probably blocked him back. I don't know. Maybe we disagreed about something. Ben Ryan Black says Russia can't wipe its own butt. The problem with Russia is it's dying. Russia's the bear, right? And Russia is a dying bear. And I don't know why the Biden administration is poking a dying bear. Let the bear die. It's gonna die. Putin's getting older. Russia has a crappy economy that's getting worse. Why are we picking fights with a dying economy? Let's just let him fucking die. AOC said she was going to sell her Tesla. Let her sell her Tesla. No one cares. Someone will buy it. For Elon, yeah. Billions in incentives for Tesla car and power starting next year. Yeah, the Inflation Acceleration Act is actually going to be good for Tesla shareholders. Everything you have bought have been moved by a semi, including your Tesla. Semi is big. Semi is big. I mean, I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but if let's say they do 200,000 units a year at $500,000 a piece, you can see where that's a pretty big number. But you just don't grasp how big robotaxi is going to be if you say that. You just don't see. And, you know, okay, 200,000 units a year, they're going to be selling 20 million cars a year. 200,000 units is 1% of that. Even if the price is 10 times as much, the car volume is 100 times as much, so it's still 1/10. It's not nothing. I like semi. I think semi is cool. Semi is a big deal, but that's not the big driver of the stock. It doesn't hurt. And Cybertruck, I think Cybertruck hits 1 million a year at some point. I definitely think Cybertruck hits 1 million a year or more. Maybe more than 1 million a year. That's going to be big. So, yeah, I haven't been talking about that. I did wear the Be Less Wrong shirt. Like, I want everyone to be less wrong. I want Elon to be less wrong. I want to be less wrong. I would really like Earl to be less wrong. I would really like the people who are shitting on Elon to be less wrong and stop shitting on Elon. You can disagree with them. I disagree with Elon because don't tell Elon to shut up. Don't tell Elon he can't buy something. Don't tell Elon he can't say what he wants to say. Don't try to stop him from talking. And let's just address this. If you think a gay homeless man who's a nudist registered member of the Green Party from Berkeley is a Trump supporter, you don't see a hole in that story. If you don't see a hole in the story of a gay homeless man from Berkeley somehow broke into what should be one of the most secure homes in the world, if you don't see that there are holes in the story, if you don't see the Jussie Smollett in that story, I don't know. And the timing, like right before the election. You know the story's gonna turn. But they're going to hold it. The mainstream media is going to hold on to the story that somehow Trump caused a left-wing nut job from Berkeley to attack someone in San Francisco, a city like there wasn't a crime problem in San Francisco before this moment. Like San Francisco wasn't a shithole city before this moment. San Francisco, for those who don't know, San Francisco has gone to shit. There's literally people shitting in the streets in San Francisco. There's homeless people all over the place. They're shitting in the streets. They're committing all kinds of crimes all over the place. And all of a sudden, crime in San Francisco is a problem when one homeless guy breaks into one house. Unless he was let in by the occupant. Why did Elon delete the tweet? I'm guessing that, I actually don't know. Michael CZ2 says, I have bad sources. What are my sources? How are my sources bad? Look, this isn't about sources. There's no question that the guy is a gay homeless man, or at least somewhat homeless man, or sometimes homeless man, who's a member of the Green Party, who's from Berkeley. That's not a Trump place, okay? That's the Jussie Smollett story, that two guys in MAGA hats in Chicago attacked him at 2 a.m. Just watch. If you haven't done it yet, go on YouTube and search for Dave Chappelle, Jussie Smollett. He devastates that story. Yeah, Anthony Daxis. It's like saying a Trump supporter was in Chicago during a freezing cold winter night. If you don't see the holes in the, like, was Elon's tweet off? Maybe. No one cares about Hillary's tweet. Like, somehow, like, the entire Democratic Party has decided, with no evidence, that this guy was driven by Trump, that he attacked Pelosi because of Trump. Swab the attacker's throat, Pelosi DNA. That would be good. I like that, Dan B. I like it. How did that, Dan B, by the way, your comment was held by YouTube, and I'm trying to figure out what is in this comment. Dan B's comment was swab the attacker's throat, Pelosi DNA. And that got held by YouTube, that I had to review that comment. Like, occasionally YouTube will hold a comment and in the chat, and I'll have to review it. And I'm like, how was that one subject to review? What was there? What word triggered that? That's really, really weird. I didn't say he knew Pelosi, Michael. I didn't say underwear. Where did I say underwear? As for where I heard he was gay, that was a media report. I don't know. Are you telling me he wasn't gay? Are you telling me he's not from Berkeley? Are you telling me he's not a member of the Green Party? What are you telling me? Ridiculous. So, yeah, look, I don't know what actually happened. I think it's unlikely that a homeless guy would be able to break into the Pelosi residence. I think they might have security. She's arguably the most powerful person in the world. Okay, because don't tell me Biden's the most powerful person in the world. He can't find his way to the bathroom. Okay, so I don't know who you're left with as the most powerful person in the world if it's not the president of the United States. Speaker of the House has more control over government spending than anyone else in America. She's arguably the most powerful. She's certainly in the top 3 most powerful people in America. And she doesn't have security on her house? Luis Avila says, what's your position in this? My position, well, first of all, my position on the Pelosi story is, I don't know what the hell happened, but the mainstream story doesn't make sense, and it smells a lot like Jussie Smollett. Just go back to the Hunter Biden laptop thing. I just want to touch on Hunter Biden for a second. Everyone knew before the election, before the primary, that Hunter Biden was on the payroll of a Ukrainian energy company, on the board of a Ukrainian energy company, making $50,000 a month, when he was completely unqualified for the job, while his father is the vice president of the United States. And somehow the Democrats voted for him. Like, if you were looking for evidence of corruption, completely unqualified for the job, sitting on the board of a Ukrainian energy company, and nobody, like no one in the Democrats, it's like no one in the Democratic Party will admit to this. Am I wrong about that, Michael CZ2? Am I wrong about Hunter Biden being on the board of a Ukrainian energy company while being completely unqualified for that job? Forget about everything else. Forget about everything else. There's so much bad about Hunter Biden. Forget about everything else. Just go with that. Just go with he's sitting on the board of a Ukrainian, I'm not even getting into flying on Air Force 2 to China to cement some deal with some venture deal. I'm not even going on that one. They had some fund, whatever, they're investing in something. Andy Gilson, what does his sexuality have to do with it? Gay people are more likely to be leftist. They're more likely to be Democrats and leftists. They're less likely to be Trump supporters. I'm sure you're not aware of this, but generally speaking, the LGBTQ plus community is anti-Trump and less likely to be Trump supporters. I'm sorry that's not clear. John made the 911 call and code said a friend. Yeah, I don't know whether, was he a friend? Was he not a friend? Was it a welfare check? I'm not getting into any of that. All I'm saying is the idea that the Pelosi home that didn't have security is laughable. It is. If you believe that the Pelosi home has no security, that's just laughable. Okay, and if you believe that Berkeley is a hotbed of Trump supporters, it's just laughable. Who almost says you aren't wrong, but that doesn't prove that everything else you say is correct. I'm not trying to be correct. I'm trying to be less wrong, for starters. T-shirts at elonbits.com. But what I am saying is Elon isn't necessarily wrong, and Hillary Clinton was completely off base, blaming this attack on Trump without any support for that. She had no idea whether Trump was like that. Oh, thank you, Kenneth Barnes likes my haircut. Media Cafe Online. If you have evidence, put it forward. Look, Media Cafe Online. Did you believe Jussie Smollett's story when you first, the minute I heard Jussie Smollett's story, 2 MAGA hat wearing Trump supporters in Chicago at 2 a.m. recognize an actor I've never heard of. Go ahead. Just search YouTube for Dave Chappelle, Jussie Smollett. I didn't need to hear any Republican criticism of the story. The minute I heard the story, I was like, that sounds like bullshit. I'm not saying there's no gay Trump supporters. Peter Thiel is gay and he's a Trump supporter. I'm saying that on average, gay people are more likely to not be Trump supporters. My God, this can't be hard. Tell me the LGBTQ plus community isn't anti-Trump. Somebody tell me that you think that the LGBTQ plus community is like 50% Trump supporters. Come on. Anybody who's criticizing me for pointing out that the guy was gay, tell me where you see that. So if your Tesla had a hammer thrown through it and you were attacked, would it be your fault because you're gay and had poor security? I wouldn't blame Trump for it. If somebody threw a hammer at my Tesla, I wouldn't blame Trump for it without knowing what the hell happened. Yeah, Trump, I mean, this is so stupid. If you go around America, right? I mean, I don't know how many of these commenters who are criticizing me are in America and been in America and been outside of your city. You don't see Trump signs in Manhattan. You don't see Trump bumper stickers in Berkeley. You don't. If you have a Trump bumper sticker in Berkeley, your car gets torched. And if you go to rural America, you don't see Biden signs. You see a lot of Trump signs, you don't see Biden signs. This is just reality. I'm not saying that Trump's anti-gay. I'm saying the LGBTQ plus community hates Trump. Trump doesn't hate gay people. Trump's not a racist. Trump's not anti-gay. Trump said that Caitlyn Jenner could use whatever bathroom she wanted to use. I'm saying they hate him. And I don't like Trump. I never liked Trump. Trump's a loudmouth New York City guy. I don't understand how anybody voted for a loudmouth New York City guy. He's the quintessential loudmouth New York City guy. So if you're this is so dumb. All right. I just had to get that off my chest. Now I got work to do. I just want to, but let me close with this. I just want to clear the purpose of this video. I don't have any problem with somebody saying, I disagree with Elon on X. Here's what I think instead. Here's why I think Elon is wrong about X. Fine. I think Elon's wrong on Ukraine. I think Elon's wrong on share buybacks. I think Elon's wrong on universal basic income. I think Elon's wrong about free speech. How the hell you can be opposed to free speech, go ahead. But, if that's what you're doing, go ahead. But to suggest that Elon shouldn't be speaking about something because he's the CEO of Tesla, he shouldn't be buying Twitter. If you don't, look, number one, it is not our place. It's not my place, and it's not your place to tell Elon what he should or shouldn't do and what he should or shouldn't talk about. Don't give me this stay in your lane bullshit. Stay in your lane was a bad thing. When somebody said LeBron James should shut up and dribble, everybody got pissed off. So don't say Elon should shut up and run Tesla. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. If you're going to say Elon should shut up and run Tesla, then tell LeBron to shut up and dribble. Pick. You don't get to pick. You don't get to say my side can talk about whatever the fuck they want to talk about, but your side can't. You either believe in free speech or you don't. You either believe in people have the right to talk about what they want to talk about or you don't. Don't tell me it affects the stock. That's bullshit. Don't tell me don't because it doesn't affect the stock. It doesn't affect the company. The company makes cars. The company makes energy products. The company's making FSD, bot, Dojo. All that stuff is going along fine. Elon buying Twitter, Elon talking shit on Twitter, none of that has an effect on what Tesla's doing as a company. None of it has an effect on what SpaceX is doing as a company. And number two, recognize that Elon has a different mind. He thinks differently than the rest of us, and we are all lucky for it. We are lucky to have him. And he's going to do shit you're not going to like. He's got shit coming at him from the Democrats. He's got shit coming at him from a lot of Republicans. He's got shit coming at him from the oil industry, the auto industry. The media's attacking him. We don't need people who claim to be Tesla supporters and SpaceX supporters and Elon supporters. We don't need you shitting on him too. That's it. All right. That's enough. I'm done. Thank you all for watching. This video is not monetized. YouTube probably run ads on it anyway, but I'm not getting anything out of this video. I just had to get this off my chest. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for my the moderators, Mark Plott and Mark Potocnik in particular. I didn't see anybody else in there, but thank you to the moderators. Check out the t-shirts at elonbits.com. Thanks everybody.